What up? What up? We back in this bitch. I know it's been a minute. That's why I felt I should come back and make a video. Uh, shit. It's been about a week of sobriety, I would say. Might not look like it. Motherfuckers got this long ass hair and fucked up that long ass beard, fucked up ass hair. But nah, for real, it's been about a week, no smoking. Uh, I gotta stop that shit because not only do I got some court dates, or damn, yeah, I don't even want to go into it, but I don't even got court dates. Actually, I gotta do a program, and for that program, you have to be completely sober. You can't have anything in your system. Can't have even weed. So I've been smoking for like 14 years straight, more or less. I did stop a year in college, stop some time, on trips and vacations, but for the most part, 14 years straight since I was like 13, bro. Seventh grade, I've been chiefing that shit, bro. I've been smoking that shit nonstop. Uh, since I can remember, I live in California, so it's a pretty green state. Went to school for college, UC Santa Cruz. You know how that goes. I had some fun being like the weed guy out there back in the days, but that's in the past. Currently stopped smoking. I said a week, but it's really been like 5 days. I think the last video I had smoked that day when I went snowboarding, and I might have even the day after, like in the morning, like a last smoke. But I think that was the last one that day. Um, yeah, man, shit's just been, got a lot of different things to worry about. Trying to clear the mind. I have to do it, like I said, but at the same time, I think it's going to be beneficial for me. Um, Having been on this shit for such a long time, you get so used to it. It's become so normal to the point you don't even really remember what it's like to be truly sober. Um, I'm not one to really drink much. I can enjoy a drink, especially with friends or going out or something like that. But at home, that's not going to be an issue of mine. I don't think I've had a drink since then. But yeah, I've just been thugging along. It's storming right now out here in the Bay Area. Yeah, I'm not. That doesn't. That didn't really show you shit, but if that window was open, there was no mulling on it, you might see that there's hella fucking rain. Uh, it's let up a little bit right now, but still been raining like a motherfucker, bro. I cannot lie to you on that. It's been raining fucking nonstop for the last 3 days. Uh, I'm trying to get back up to the slopes this week. Hopefully on Friday. That's the day it's stopping snowing. It's been snowing there all week. It's going to continue snowing until Friday. So I'm trying to get that fresh pow pow when I get up there. I know Friday's going to be probably a lot more busy than Thursday, but I think it's more fun in that fresh pow on a sunnier day. Like it just snowed, like I said, the whole week. It's perfect setup. Get up there nice and early. It's still a weekday, so it won't be as bad compared to other times of the year or other times of the week, like a Saturday or Sunday. Saturdays are the worst. Fridays are pretty good. Um, can't complain on the Friday end, but yeah, man, I've just been sort of maintaining, trying to figure some things out. Been applying to some jobs. I got good amount of time on EDD, but at the same time, don't want to stay complacent. Don't want to get comfortable. So I've been starting to apply to some new jobs. Um, can't can't stay down too long. Can't expect nobody to feel bad for me. Can't expect any pity stories and shit. At the end of the day, got to get out the fucking, got to get it where you got it. You feel me? Like I'm blessed. I got a roof over my shit. There's that one song. I got a roof in a bed, couple groceries to stay fed. Shit, no cap, bro. I got my dogs and my family. So at the end of the day, I can't complain too much. I'm blessed in many, 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 many ways, and thankful for all of it. Thankful to be here. Thankful to be alive. Thankful to gone through what I've gone through and give me a different perspective on certain things that maybe others might not have, due to, we all go through our own story and our own journey. Build you up along the way, could break you down, build you up, break you down again. And you gotta just keep, don't let that shit break down more than you build, bro. Once you can't go much lower than ground bottom. So shit, you gotta, don't start digging holes and shit. We gonna just keep building up to the sky, reach that moon, reach fucking Jupiter, Mars, all that shit. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one thing I could say is being sober. Time, I'll say, goes by a little, not slower, but yeah, slower. You're in the moment. You're understanding everything as it goes on. You don't have any distraction or anything that's like keeping your mind elsewhere and putting your feelings and headspace somewhere else. Everything's sort of on the money. Like, what's happening is happening. I could only do so much, And my cousin's saying I just watched a stream the other night. I guess that shit was cooked, but straight running into the walls. Yeah, yeah, maybe. But PUBG, bro, or not PUBG, fucking that fucking Arc Raiders bullshit. Yeah, but man, yeah, I'm going off topic there, but yeah, I've just been trying to get that right mental, get that right headspace, try to keep things in perspective. Shout out my boy Polo. He was giving me some motivational speeches the other day. And yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't really expect anyone to do shit for you except yourself. If you're not gonna do it for you, then you can't expect anybody else in this world to do it for you. Like, shit, I got some great parents. My mom's fucking superwoman, but at the end of the day, I got to make my mark in this world through myself. I can't rely on other people and other means to get by. That's not a man. That's not being the person who I want to be. I would like to, not even like, I know I will be a provider, a caretaker, a lover, a husband, a father. That's really my end goals in this lifetime. No, you do want to reach for the skies and go for it all, but at the end of the day, like, shit, having a family, raising my own shit, a boy and a girl preferably, or you know, I need a son, man. I'm the only fucking Rowell that could drop off my last name like that. So I need a fucking son. There's some pressure on me. I know Pop Pop's got me up there. All my grandparents watching over. Shit. Yeah, I'm 26, living at home right now. Just got fired, so can't be expecting these women to line up right now. I gotta put myself in the right spot. That way, when it does happen, I'm able to take care of everything I need to take care of. I'm not, asking people for help and borrowing from people. I want to be the sole provider and sole person that gets shit done. At the end of the day, you want somebody that could work with you and build with you. That's the goal. You want to build together, come together, build up. But it's hard to have people come to your spot and build with you if you don't even got a foundation yourself. You got to know what you want. You got to know what you are. You can't be second guessing yourself. I know life is full of second guessing, but you got to sort of just follow that heart and do as your best taught. Like, I know I'm far from perfect. I've fucked up plenty of times. I can't act and say that there might have not been some uh, other variables in that, but at the end of the day, it's still me as an adult, as a growing up, uh, making poor decisions and having to live with it and having to face them. I'm doing that right now with certain aspects of my life, and you could sulk, you can moan, you can cry about it, or you could look at where you're at, look how far you've come, and see what you could do to get to where you want to be. I'm pretty far from where I want to be, I would say, but at the same time, I know what I'm capable of. I know what I have overcome to get to this point where I'm at, and you gotta just keep fucking at it, bro. You can't like I said earlier, you can't expect people to do shit for you. Saying get out the mud. Meanwhile, I'm in a nice ass house. Got 2 stories, got multiple rooms. I have my own room, so who am I to fucking complain, man? Like, you go to the Philippines, got like 10 people sleeping in a 1-2 room fucking hut, not even a fucking house, a hut, and they be still smiling like crazy, bro, happy, like pure souls. I feel like here in America we can get too caught up on all this all the things that don't matter as much, like money, and the thing is, this does matter, your money, your house, your job. But that's one thing, especially in the East Coast, I noticed was off rip. The first thing they say is, "Oh, what do you do for work? What do you do for work?" Like, we ain't seen each other in 5, 10 years. First thing you say, "What do you do for work?" And then also, "Where's your girlfriend?" I'm like, shit, man, y'all trying to get the scoop on me. But yeah, man, you can't stress too much about these type of things. I don't know. My mom, she's a doctor, bro. She's pretty successful. But she never really carried herself, I would say, as someone that thinks she's better because she's a doctor, because she knows medicine, because she saves lives or maybe kills them, who depends who you're asking, CDC. Shit, but no, nah, my mom, she's for sure saved a lot more lives than she's harmed. I could promise you that. I know that for a fact. But she's also human, she's only can only do what she's sort of told and is taught, as well as same with us. We go as we're sort of taught and told. But she's come around on certain aspects, like even with the vaccines and things. Like now she doesn't, I guess she doesn't force her patients to get any vaccines or anything like that. She'll let them know the vaccines that are like around that time, but she's not as aggressive with having people do it, especially with the whole COVID scare. And we've had family that was potentially affected by those shots. You could sort of, that shit could just be a check mark box at the end of anything nowadays. And you could always go back to it as a reasoning for something might happening out of the ordinary. But you also can't, as a scientist, you can't say that's the sole reason unless you have a real legitimate reason, that being that. But with all these Epstein files coming out, all this bullshit that's coming around, see, I want to do a whole deep dive on the Epstein files, all these fuck shit, even the KD files, bro, everything, bro. Like, shit's sort of crazy out here. Everybody has access to everything. People's head is not as much in the dirt nowadays, even though we're still very much in the dirt in many aspects, like head down, acting like nothing's happening, put the head in the hole and shit, you're safe because you can't see nothing. But in reality, there's a whole fuckery going along around you. Hopefully I have another episode with my boy Brian. I know we recorded going up last week, and I didn't get the footage of that. He has to send it to me. I think I might have said some things that he wanted me to take out. So hopefully y'all see that footage eventually. I think we had some good talking points on that. But yeah, man, just trying to be more consistent with this shit. I know 5 days off the channel is probably not too consistent, but I've been going through it myself, stopping smoking, all the other variables and things going on in my life that got me sort of stressing, I guess you could say, or worried. But can't put too much emphasis on things you can't control. You want to put all the emphasis on things you can control, because that's what we got in front of us. That's what we could do right now. You can't lose sleep over things, you know, you can't even touch, you can't even see right now. You gotta work your way up there, get to that point, deal with it as things come. Preparation is key, but also preservation of your mind is also key, because if you do all this preparation and things don't go right and you're just weak, don't know how to react, then you're just as a shitty situation, if anything shittier, because you're in deeper waters and you can't swim, don't want to drown. It's easy to start getting that mud going up your nose and can't breathe no more. You're done. You're done. So maybe a little dramatic, sort of all over the place. It's 15 minutes in though. I do want to have some more longer format content for you guys. I know there's only like 5 y'all out here watching, but shit, it's more just also me putting this shit out there and having my thoughts be known. I think that's important. Get some conversations going. I know I don't have all the information. Far from that. But I would like to say that I I try to see things with an open view, open perspective on everything, on life in general, because it's not black and white. You can make it black and white, but you can put it in color too. And color's gone greater and greater over the years. You know, I don't even know what's real anymore sometimes. But yeah, man, life's a trip. You gotta just keep on chugging away, bro. Like you are you doing the fucking pacer back in middle school and shit. And with that, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. This shit was not too structured, sort of all over the place, but yeah, man, just another talk with your boy Dab. We gonna get there eventually. I'll be streaming later tonight as well with some fucking Arc Raiders or fucking maybe some Madden. I haven't been on Madden in a little bit. Get that shit going. I don't know, trying to figure out what works for this channel. I see certain topics or subjects might get more views than others, but at the same time, it's not like I'm getting fucking thousands of views on a video, maybe on a short, but not on an actual video. So can't really look too deep into any of the statistics right now. I haven't done anything that truly works yet, but just trying to do what's me, what's true and blue to me. You know, can't get too far away from that at the end of the day. And with that, I'll bid thee adieu, and I'll be talking to y'all a little bit later. Another talk with your boy Dab. I'm out. Peace.